Hey, 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 welcome everybody. How are you doing? I trust that you are well. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, just say or type, I am responsible. If you're hearing the sound of my voice, just type, I am responsible. Drop where you're calling in from as well in the chat. Drop where you're calling in from as well in the chat. And we will get ourselves going really soon. Netherlands is here. Welcome, Netherlands. Welcome, Southeast London. Welcome, Boston, Massachusetts. Sweet TNT is in the house. Southeast London is here. TNT is here. Costa del Stoke. Welcome, Stoke-on-Trent. The Potter's house. TNT is in the building. Well, today is going to be a special one. We're going to have and showcase our new updates to MOODSWING tool, which is going to help you guys in your trade entry, trade decisions, especially the scalpers. But it works on several time frames. We're going to dig in. Welcome, Barbados. Welcome, Barbados. Welcome. Don't worry, I'm gonna post this into our chat. Welcome the USA TNT Combine. Welcome. All right, we got more people in the building. Sweet. Now, the mood swing on its own was already a lot of fire. But now we actually have some additions that's gonna even, geez. Gonna minimize your analysis time, okay? Gonna minimize how much analysis you've got to do. Oh, there we go. That should be all right. That should be it. And really, this update combined with our AI alerts is gonna be fire. All right. It is going to be fire. So, drum roll. Are you ready? If you are ready, just say ready or type in ready. You guys just too quiet sometimes. You guys just too quiet sometimes.
Ready.
Oh boy. All right. No problem. Okay, great. Gonna let a few more folks in. There we go. Awesome. All right. Let's share the goodies then. Let's share the goodies. All right. So are you seeing my screen, by the way?
Yes.
Okay, great. this thing. I'm just trying to move around this floating thing. 2 seconds. All right. Okay, there we go. More folks are coming in. Let's let those folks come in. All right. Great. So we do have MOODSWING version 3.6. It's out at the moment. And the main addition that the main thing that we've added to that is this trade the order blocks. So if you understand our MOODSWING 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3 strategy, you know, we have the rules of waiting for the order block. We wait for bulls or bears, and then that's our trade opportunity. But now, when the order block happens and when the bulls and bear happens, boom, the trade entry, stop loss, and take profit targets populate automatically for you to be able to get in on the trade. Do you like the sound of that?
But of course.
Very quiet indeed. Okay, so hey, H-man, you're sneaking here. You're sneaking on the call, man. So especially for those people who are doing futures as well, this is gonna be an absolute game changer. Here's what the beauty as well is that we actually do have the ability to trade mood swing levels if you want as well. So we could switch on trade mood swing if we want, which is here. All right, so we still have that there if you want. But for the most part, right, for the most part, I would say we're just looking at trading the order block. So let's go back in time and see how that that actually looks. Let's do a little bit of a replay here. Okay. Starts a new replay. Let's do from, let's say, about here. All right, so this was Wednesday, and the market started to twirl around a little bit. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so let's pause. Right. So you see here, when the market flips and we have a new, oh, somebody's in a waiting room. Okay, let's get them in. When the market flips and when we have a new condition met, you'll see it populates right here. Boom. So that's your trade entry. To the downside, you could see here, boom, all your take profits target hit, you're done for the day. Boom, done. Right? See, the risk to reward is beautiful as well. You know, that's like a 1 to 5 kind of risk to reward. Let's keep going. See what happened. All right. So this was a very volatile day. I don't know if you remember, we had a big push to the downside, big push to the upside here. This was actually during the Asian session. It actually got stopped out, but if you were looking at it, you could have gotten back in, but say what? Right? We're trading with good risk management. So notice here that no trade setup was given, and that's because the condition wasn't met. It just had the order block, but it didn't have the bears in it. So it didn't give you a trade setup. Right? Now, let me just, oh no, I can't go back, can I? All right, we'll talk about that afterwards. All right, so beautiful. Oh, got stopped out there, but that's fine. Some nice buying opportunities. That was Friday, I think. And then now we're seeing that we have a little bit of a cell set up there, right? So there we have it, right? So you just have to wait for these things to appear, and that will give us the impetus for whether we want to buy or sell. Of course, when we couple that, let me tell you, when we couple it with the AI alerts, it is a game changer as well. With AI alert, and we have a setup here, that is definitely high probability trades. Who's excited about this new update? In fact, if you are already subscribed to this, it should have been updated, right? It should have been updated in your trading view already, right? If you're not subscribed just yet, we'll give you the opportunity to do so, right? This is for our elite traders. Yep. Well done. It's updated this morning. Yep, there you go. So this is our elite traders or elite traders who are taking this thing to a new level. There's some other things that I want to announce as well, right? Especially for our elite mood swing group. I will be doing some more trainings with you during the week. Yeah. So stay tuned for that. I believe it probably might be on a Monday and a Wednesday. All right. All right. So it's Monday and a Wednesday. I want to do some more training with you guys, right? To give you some serious insights into how this thing actually all works, right? It's not just a matter of lines on the chart and you know, scriggly stuff. It's way deeper than that. You know, we have to understand sentiment, we have to understand fundamentals. Hey, hopefully it's in the evening Jamaican time. It will be recorded and posted into our educational channel. So if you missed it, have no fear. We will post it into our educational channel as well, okay? So I hope that helps all those people who are not in the time zone, right? So if we go to time frame, so one of the things that we could change in here, let's just go to the settings. We could change the maximum time frame that this thing is displayed on, right? So we could do for 60 minutes at the moment is set to 60 minutes, but we could change that to, let's say, a 4 hour if we want to start swing trading. Now, Coach Hman dropped some nice swing trade setups into our chat when the Bulls and the Bears show up. Now, he doesn't even have to wait for the Bulls and the Bears to show up because he could just wait for this setup. So let's see. A 4 hour time frame is, I believe, 240 minutes, if my mathematics serve me right. Right, and for the yeah. Right. And for the moment, let me just go back here. Let's see something. Let's see whether we actually got any sort of swing trade opportunity here. Somebody loves the 4 hour. All right, let's replay it here and see if there's anything. Oh, so there we hold on. Let's stop that for a minute. All right, let's do a new one. Start from here. Okay. So right. So actually, it actually gave a of swing trade opportunity way back in the 20-something of March. So that's the 24th of March. It gave us swing trading opportunity for a buy to the buy side. See, it came right back down into the zone to the entry right there, right? And whew, see how many pips that is. That was over 3,000 pips. Let's see. So you hold on to that trade for your dear life, and bam, it took how many days? So it came down at 26th, 27th. So it took almost a week to get there, but that's a beautiful swing trade opportunity, right? For those people who might be busy, right? You could just drop this on your 4-hour time frame and wait for the setup. Now the setups wouldn't come that very often, but when they come, you know. Right? So it'll take a lot of patience for the swing trade side of things. Let me see, boy. GBP. So I'm just letting you know that we could actually use this on the 4-hour time frame. Let me drop it down to a 1-hour time frame and see what results we're gonna get there. Let's do that. Let's try that. All right, so let's go again. The 1-hour time frame, I've put it because things will come around a bit more often than a 4-hour. See what I mean? And especially with a 1-hour time frame and the trade alerts as well, that'll be beautiful. Although I would say 15 minutes. I'm happy with 15 minutes. Just catching those small moves, those in-betweens. And once you keep your risk management under control, you should be all right. I'll have to double check that. That shouldn't happen. Well, I'll double check that one because there was no selling order block here. So this is where we at right now, right? So nice. So again, you could play with the whatever time frames that suits you best. You can even do this on like the 3-minute time frame if you want to be doing some scalping, right? Let's check that out. Let's see how that flowed. Friday. In fact, I was actually looking at some of these on the 3 minutes on Friday, right? So if you're scalping, let's see how that played out. Do it faster. I think this is where we're at. So personally, I prefer like 15. You like the scalping? Oh boy. Oh boy. Personally, I prefer 15 minutes, anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. I prefer those type of longer moves, right? But by all means, right? It's for you to experiment and to check out. Have no fear about that. You could do whatever you want with that. Now,
Excuse me, Ali.
yes, ma'am.
Do we have to keep changing based on the
You'd have to,
time frame that we're using? You don't have to change it minutes.
no, no,
Like you
no.
changed it to 240.
So if you leave it at 240, what that means is that the maximum time frame that it will go on is a 4 hour, right? But you could,
Okay.
yeah, so you could go from the 1 minute to the 4 hour if it's at 240. If you want it to be any bigger, like if you want it to be to the 8 hour, for example, then you could go 480, and then it would
Okay.
go up on the 8 hour time frame and anything beneath that, right?
Right. Right. Perfect.
Yeah. So
Thanks.
this 50 here, this 50 here represents how much above the order block that the stop loss is going to be, right? So at the moment, literally that is just 5 pips, right? This is in pipettes, by the way. So let me do an outrageous number. Let me put it at 5,000. So that is like 500 pips above. So let me click on that and you'll see how it changes. Right, so let me just double check that. So from here to there, that is a 5, well, right? So from the top of the order block to there, that is 500. So that's 500 pipettes, okay? That's actually 50. So there we go. So that will give you an idea of, right? So you could change that around if you want. Generally, you could just leave it at 50, right? Leave your stop loss above the order block there. All right, maximum time frame, we spoke about that already. Okay. And I said, you could put on your trade mood swing if you want to, right? Because there are some opportunities there to be able to trade the mood swing level. Like, for example, here where price came up to the mood swing level and dropped off, had a little bit of a tapped to the mood swing level here, but it eventually broke. All right, and so forth and so forth. This could be used on Bitcoin over the weekend as well. So let's check out Mr. Bitcoin and see what had happened here. All right, so there is actually a trade set up on Bitcoin as we speak. Okay, there we go. So if you want it, all right, we've got a trade set up here on Bitcoin. Somebody says I'm already in. So there you go. On the weekend, we could be enjoying some nice profits. Let's do a replay and see whether any of these got caught in. Three. All right, so it's already said should be looking to buy some Bitcoin there. And I got stopped out, but that turned around. Right. So there you go. So good risk management is still very key. And as I said, right, one of the real key ingredients here is if you couple that with our trade, I'm going to show you the AI alerts. Okay. So let me share this bit with you. Right. So all those who are part of the elite team, they have access to the AI alerts here. And even on Friday, you see all the sell goal, sell goal, sell goal. And then we had the buy goals when the buy was happening. We had the buy goals there. Now we've seen a little bit of a pullback, but these are helpful when you get them and you have a setup. That's like an extra added confirmation to be able to really get in on the action. Oh, yeah. Oh, you saw some beautiful things. So you're experimenting already. All right. So who's gonna have a play with this evening? Go back, do some back testing. Who's gonna have a play? Somebody put 777. Ah, excellent, excellent. Any questions at all? You also did some trading on Cardano today. Yeah, so any of the cryptos that your broker allows you to trade on the weekend, you can plug it on there, you can put it on there and see what happens. I'm spoiling you guys. I'm spoiling you guys. This is too easy. Here's what I'm going to reverse. I'm gonna reverse this upgrade. This is like, yeah, I'm gonna reverse this upgrade. Should I reverse this upgrade?
No, this is what I was waiting on.
This is the upgrade you were waiting for. All right. Absolutely not.
Coach, I have only one word in my mind. I learned it long ago from a Canadian niece, and that is supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Now, who was that speaking there?
It's Alice from Holland.
Oh, awesome. Wow.
Yeah. So when you're very excited, they used to say in Canada, supergalifragilisticexpialidocious.
That's the word. Somebody say they're dancing to the bank. I hope they don't ban you. I hope they don't ban you. Amazing, amazing. Any questions at all? By all means, feel free. No questions? Nobody?
I guess they're shocked.
Thank you for this.
May I ask, what is the new update? You came in late. All right. So the new update is we're able to trade off of the order blocks when we get the 1-2 trade setups off of the order block. So if I switch this off, previously that did not exist, right? So that's gonna disappear. Well, it should have disappeared. Okay, I'll double check that one. But anyways, previously that didn't exist. So you would not have been able to see this happen, but you still would have been able to trade it. What you'd have had to do, you would have had to put on your bulls and your longs here, right? To be able to see, all right, well, we've got a bulls and we've got a order block in there, then we should take the trade, okay? Now you don't have to even put on your bulls and your longs because it sees it automatically and just creates the levels automatically once the bulls and longs appear. So you don't even have to put on your bulls and longs anymore, right? Which is kind of interesting. What you can do though, for those of you who are familiar with the MOODSWING tool, is you could still gauge whether you're trading with the trend or against the trend. And that is because you could still look at your MOODSWING level here. At this point, it's showing green. So in a real sense, the sentiment is to the upside. You received the upgrade, but you can't see the trade set up on your BTC chart. Well, it depends on which chart you load in. Do you have, if you go to your inputs, right? Mish, if you go to your inputs, make sure you have trade order block on. And then for your Bitcoin, make sure that you load the Bitstamp, right? The Bitstamp one. So you notice that they have one from Coinbase, one from Index. Now, whether a trade setup shows up, it depends really on which data feed you're using, which is a bit of a pain because every company has a different pricing, if you want to put it that way. So you might have to filter in between some of these, but this one was Bitstamp. So if you click on Bitstamp, that's where the trade setup is.
Coinbase is okay too.
Yeah, Coinbase is fine. So let's check that out. So if we click on Coinbase, you see it now. Excellent. There you go. Coinbase, but it depends on which one that you're loading. Right, okay. For the most part, they all seem okay. Some of them mightn't even load the MOODSWING tool. So a lot of people would have sent me messages and said, hey, the tool is not loading. I'm getting this exclamation mark. All you just have to do is go to a different feed that would give the information that allows the MOODSWING tool to work, okay? Right, it needs specific information in the background. to be able to work. And if it doesn't have it, it'll show that exclamation mark, but it's just the data feed that you're looking at, okay? So yeah, really excited for you guys. We're going to murder the markets now. Drinks are on you. And again, as I said, couple this with the AI alerts and away we go. All right, so let's have, should we have a quick look and see what the market is doing?